gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car. I could still get shot by the police. But I could get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Genquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo, ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit on.
That's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Genquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Genquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Genquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Genquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time. What's good, I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. I'm Genquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17. What's good, Shadow Realm? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video. All right, guys. Now we have to talk about this one. We got D4D, a.k.a. the singer David Anthony Burke, who has to come to the front of the congregation. Lord have mercy. this brother is being faced with some gruesome accusations. And oh, Nelly, I think they're true. I think they're true. And you know, the story of what is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. And we have to talk about it here on this channel because we cover stories just like this, gruesome murders within and outside of the community. This one, he's coming from the community. And this is a, you know, a black alternative rapper, wannabe Prince looking ass, and something that is absolutely unthinkable. So we're going to get we have a young lady by the name of us and found in the rapper D4vd's Tesla, aka David Anthony Burke's Tesla. And her mom revealed that she did have a boyfriend. They were presuming that this is the same man. And obviously, sure, y'all. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Y'all know I need a new hard drive on my computer. So it kind of does this once I get a stream started up because, you know, it's not used to running anymore. But this technology, we are going to get it figured out. Make sure you hit that Cash App. Make sure you donate. Can upgrade the desktop equipment. All I need is a new hard drive and RAM for this computer because it runs super slow. Unfortunately, I apologize for that, but we're working on it. But I do have to respond to this story here, and we do have to. This thing is acting crazy, but here we go. There we go. Finally, Jesus Christ. 15 ID'd as dismembered teen in D4vd's Tesla. And her mom has revealed that she had a boyfriend named David. So California authorities have ID'd the dismembered teen found in the trunk of a Tesla registered to singer D4vd as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old boyfriend named David, according to her mom. So I don't know who this guy is really. I've never heard of him before this story came up, and you know, thankfully so. It seems like he's on a very demonic wave, very demonic path. As you guys know, you can't make it in the music industry without selling your soul one way or another. So this might have been his Illuminati sacrifice per se. You know, I mean, it's a lover's quarrel, obviously, but there might be some deeper meaning in this homicide, which I'm going to go ahead and call it. It went from a missing persons case to a homicide real quick, real fucking quick. So Rivas' mutilated body was found last week in the trunk of a Tesla sedan sitting in an impound lot in Hollywood Hills, a car registered to the 20-year-old singer whose legal name is David Anthony Burke. The girl was identified as Rivas, who went missing from Lake Elsinore, California in 2024 and had a boyfriend named David Rivas, mom told TMZ. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that read "shh," similar to one D4vd has. According to TMZ, although other celebs have the same ink, including Rihanna and Lindsay Lohan. So, I mean, but it's kind of obvious that they both get the same tattoo and they're trying to keep a secret. The petite teen was found wearing a tube top with black leggings and a yellow bracelet with similar metal stud earrings. Her body was wrapped in plastic and was so badly decomposed that it wasn't fully intact and was first reported to authorities because the car itself started to emit a foul odor. Authorities linked the car to D4vd, who has been cooperating with authorities, a spokesperson for the singer told NBC4. Rivas was only 13 years old when she vanished, according to a few years ago, or a couple of years ago. She was last seen in 2024, April 2024. So when the news broke of the body in the trunk, Rivas' mom immediately suspected that. So as you can see, the missing persons report is right here. She was last seen on April 5th, 2024. She was born in September, on September 7th, 2010, 5'3", 120 pounds. So yeah, very disturbing here. In 2024, she was 13 years old. Okay, and she went missing at that time, and she was going to have another birthday, would put her at 14. This year would put her at 15. That's why the reporting is saying, 15-year-old. No, she never was able to turn 15. So we have to address her by the age that she was when she was presumably deleted, I guess. But we have to figure out that timeline as well. The outlet reported that he canceled. However, the venue, the Showbox, was still selling tickets at the time of publication and hadn't mentioned a cancellation on social media. Excuse me. When the body was first uncovered in the car, D4vd was preparing for a performance in Minneapolis and had been sharing consistent posts with his 2 million followers on Instagram. Despite his apparent willingness to work with authorities, D4vd's career took a harsh hit in the wake of the mystery. He was dropped by Crocs and Hollister mere days after they both announced him as the face of their Dream Drop collaboration. The product images that Burke modeled for were all released, but his face was cropped out. The post reached out to the singer for comment. So all the brands are already dropping him. They pretty much, see the smoke, believe there's fire there. And I mean, this young man was obviously deranged, and we don't know much about him, who he is, where he's from. He was 5 years older than the woman, or the young girl here. He was born in March 28th, 2005. So he's 20 years old now, while she would have been 15 now. So he's 5 years older than her. And I guess they started dating a couple years ago. So he was 18, she was 13. And that is a recipe for disaster. Now, a lot of people would reference, maybe it's Romeo and Juliet laws, but I believe Romeo and Juliet laws only work if, you were in high school and y'all were dating prior to you know, you graduating and all this kind of stuff. So this guy, he, you know, he's an industry plant. Does he have talent? I don't know. I've never heard his music, but he's an obvious industry plant. Never heard of him before. He probably had like a small little cult-like following. But let's look at his Wikipedia, see a little bit more about him. All right. So let's pull this thing up. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. David Anthony Burke, known professionally as D4vd, is an American singer and songwriter. Burke began making music at his mother's recommendation to avoid receiving copyright strikes on his YouTube videos. In 2022, he released the single Here With Me and Romantic Homicide. Wow. So he releases that in 2022, Here With Me and Romantic Homicide. That's a problem. Oh, that's a problem. And if he thought that they were using Young Thug's lyrics in the YSL case, boy, they are about to use the title of your song against you. These became viral hits on TikTok and led to his singing with Darkroom and signing with Darkroom and Interscope Records. So he signs with Darkroom, which is under UMG, Universal Music Group, and Interscope Records. So that's already another red flag. I mean, Darkroom. So they were already, you know, posturing his branding to a darker artist who was going to influence the masses to most likely, you know, be involved in or inspire romantic homicides based off a string of releases. In 2023, Burke released 2 extended plays, Petals to Thorns and The Lost Petals, the former charting in 5 regions. In 2024, Burke released 5 singles, including his 3rd single to chart on the Billboard Hot 100, Feel It. His debut album, Withered, was released in 2025. All right, so here is some early life information. Born in Queens, New York City, his family later moved to Houston, Texas. Until the age of 13, Burke strictly listened to gospel music. After hearing the song Gucci Gang by Lil Pump, he began to listen to more music on his school laptop, discovering XXXTentacion and Members Only. Burke later discovered the indie music genre through a Fortnite montage. He was homeschooled after 7th grade. Okay. Early career and rise to prominence. Burke's career in music started with when he made gaming montages of the video game Fortnite. To avoid receiving copyright claims, he decided to make his own music. Before his rise to prominence, Burke released his music on SoundCloud, including songs such as You and I, Take Me to the Sun. He released the single Romantic Homicide on July 20th, 2022. After snippets of it went viral on TikTok, Romantic Homicide charted number 3 on the Hot Alternative Songs charts. The song's success led to Burke being contacted by Darkroom and Interscope Records, leading to him signing with the label in September 2022. Originally released to SoundCloud before Romantic Homicide, Burke's next single, Here With Me, was officially released to streaming services in September 2022. The song entered multiple charts following its use on TikTok, most notably at number 60 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and reaching the top 10 in Singapore. The majority of these songs were produced using a freemium DAW called BandLab. All right, so he is a BandLab rapper. All right. So that's pretty much all we need to know about his background, his musical interest. Now let's get into the timeline. Let's get into the relationship. And TMZ is coming out with some real deal, hard-hitting investigative journalism. You know, I know people look at TMZ as a blog site, but they are coming with some hard-hitting investigative journalism here. So I definitely want to give them credit on this. But But honestly, this TMT or TNT, TMZ. Oh, I said TMT, but this TMZ video, not video, but image here is, I'm gonna pull it up for you guys. Just be a little patient because the computer's running slow. But yeah, let's see. In the meantime, we can just kind of chat about this guy here. He obviously has some big issues. And we see this with a lot of Black men, quite frankly, who get involved in the music industry. They fall into the frame of making certain music, and they see the success of artists like Lil Uzi Vert, who openly, praises Satan and, praises Lucifer and kind of mocks Christ. These are the types of artists that they're putting out in the mainstream. Now, this picture was it was reported on by TMZ, but it is a picture of him paying off the young girl's friends, Celeste friends in California, so they don't expose him as a pedophile. You see the sack of cash right here. As you guys can see, gets a bag of cash to pay off the friends. They took a picture so that they have evidence. They obviously blackmailed him to get money instead of taking this information to the authorities that, he was dating a young woman. So they're not blameless either, because they could have prevented this young girl's death. I keep saying woman. I'm sorry. This was a young girl. This was a child. This was a teenage girl. Okay. And they could have saved her life. They could have protected her. But instead, they chose to extort him. They chose to blackmail him for financial gain at the expense of Celeste Rivas' life. And she died in a horrible way. And her remains were discarded as if they were trash. Trash that you throw in the back of your trunk. Dude didn't even have the decency to steal a car and throw her in a vehicle that wasn't registered to him. I mean, these dudes are so dumb and just idiotic, making insane mistakes in a homicide and what he would call a romantic homicide. I mean, we got to start asking questions about who is getting put on. Who are the people who are getting the opportunities? Who are the people who are getting signed? Who are the people who the record labels are reaching out to? They obviously know these people are in bad situations. They're disturbed. They have issues. And these are the people who get plastered in our face and get the favor of the algorithm. But whereas people like me who expose this horrid behavior, we get pushed down in the algorithm. We get suppressed in the algorithm. That's the reality. Music is one thing. Romantic homicide, hee ha ha. Okay, it could be a good. I haven't heard it, but it could be a good song. Obviously, music is the expression of the arts. But when you go out and you're trying to live that out and you're doing these things, committing a romantic homicide, a domestic violence situation, where you are dating an underage girl, because the age of consent in California is 18. So the fact that he was dating this girl, I mean, yeah, he could have been arrested for statutory rape. He could have been arrested for statutory. He was trying to save his career. He was trying to save his name, all while, completely destroying everything that he worked so hard for, or didn't work so hard for, because honestly, I don't think these people work hard to get in the positions that they are. I really don't. You get scooped up once you get one little viral TikTok jingle that probably only goes on for 10 to 15 seconds on TikTok. You get scooped up, and then the record labels, boom, come get you, and now you're a puppet for them. And your situation's so bad, you're willing to do anything to get out of that situation and get you a little money in your pocket. So this is from a Reddit thread. Yeah, somebody said like Lil Nas X. Shout out to Luigi, to you. He says like Lil Nas X. Yeah, exactly like Lil Nas X. Exactly like Lil Nas X. This guy is a pedo from what I've heard. My sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader. Let's call her C, and it was Celeste. And she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in 9th grade now, and it turns out C's friends knew, and he would pay them to keep their mouths shut. C has been missing for over a month now, and no one knows her whereabouts. Definitely something strange going on. Have you been able to talk to anyone about this? The truth will definitely come out, but I feel like you and your sister could provide more information to the police to figure out who was being paid. So shout out to Gliding Mud Shark with the for super trap. She says, "Thanks, Z. Stay on it." Oh yeah, y'all already know I'm on it like white on rice. I think we've got all we need, and I mean this guy bad news. This guy is completely bad news. Let's see. Let's see here. We've got a lot of weird imagery from his music videos as well. He was, I'm not going to show, or we're not going to play the audio, but he was literally, like, just like the young lady Celeste reenacting this weird ass, just like Celeste. Now look at the girl. Interruption here, getting a little. All right, we're back now. A little interruption. Sorry, that's the computer talking. It's getting a little choppy. But look at the young model for this music video. I mean, come on. That is a damn replica of the girl that he killed. Okay? It's a replica of the girl that he... If y'all can see this here. Damn, we're coming in and out? But yeah, I mean, this girl is a replica. This girl is a replica of the girl that he murdered. I mean, she looks just like her, and he uses this woman in a music video. I mean, pretty despicable. Pretty despicable. And he's making songs about is not supposed to be with. He's not supposed to be with this girl. And he's making songs about her like everything's cool, and this shit is just gravy. So again, look how similar this girl looks to the girl that he deleted. I mean, it's plain as day. This guy has something weird going on. This guy has something weird to go on. Yep. Gliding Mug Shark, she says they love to self-snitch. Yep. Exactly. I mean, this is a huge self-snitch right here. I don't know what this guy is being eviscerated online. A lot of people responding with memes and gifs and all this kind of stuff. So D4vd's, his hit song Romantic Homicide was released on September 7th, which was also the birthday of the 15-year-old girl who was found dead in his car. So again, he released the song Romantic Homicide on the same day that the 15-year-old girl was found dead. And here are some of the lyrics. So let me show you guys. Let's get it to pull up. All right. So as you can see here, this is the girl in this photo circled here. Here is David Anthony Burke. And in verse 3, it says, "In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. I hate you." So, I mean, is that not a confession? Is this not a confession? Right here, right now. This is a clear confession. And remember when Meek Mill and Jay-Z and all these idiot rappers were trying to push a bill, push a law, so that the feds or the police could not use your lyrics in a court case to convict you of a crime based off of free speech and artistic expression? Yes, you have free speech, but also there are consequences to that speech. And if you are literally admitting to a homicide, then no, you should not be protected, and that speech should be used in court at least to depict artistically what you are thinking of, artistically what you have on your mind. But it's just so funny because why are we trying to protect people like this? This is literally a confession. This man was a predator. He preyed upon this young lady. He absolutely could not control himself, and whatever he had going on with this girl, he crashed out on her. He absolutely crashed out on her, and this relationship became monstrous. I mean, this girl ran away from home believing that this man was going to save her or be the answer to leveraging his celebrity, leveraging his clout, leveraging his status to procure underage girls. I mean, very despicable. Very despicable. So now we have to break down exactly how the news media is reporting on it. We want to get into so that we can completely get a bird's eye view of this case here. But yeah, this is one of the worst on here. Now, we've covered some pretty bad stories, but this guy, I mean, this guy completely takes the cake when it comes to celebrity involvement in a homicide. So let's get into the mainstream news media reporting, local reporting and whatnot as well. And let's see if there's any more information or details that we can learn.
The medical examiner has identified this girl. She is a teenager, 15 years old. We're not releasing her name just yet, but she has now been identified. And as you said, she was found in the trunk of a vehicle. This, according to TMZ, it was a vehicle registered to the singer named David. The 20-year-old is currently on tour, and according to social media posts, he performed in Seattle last night. Now, David has millions of followers on social media and is known for the songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me. TMZ reports that the vehicle, a Tesla registered to David Anthony Burke, David's full name, was found in a Hollywood tow yard on September 8th.
Sorry, my mic was muted, but what the hell is wrong with this kid? You literally, I mean, you put the girl in your own car. Ridiculous. You put the girl in a car registered to yourself? I mean, is this guy absolutely retarded? Like, come on. How do you I just don't get it, man. We are dealing with a sick populace here in the States, and the people that they are making famous are absolutely deplorable people. And this is what Hollywood and the music industry are pushing on us.
It's believed the car was originally abandoned in the Hollywood Hills near the intersection of Doheny and Bluebird, according to residents. And it may have been there for some time, a resident saying it was damaged and dusty. It was taken to where we are now, Hollywood Tow, and video shows the black Tesla surrounded by detectives at the tow yard last week. This after employees reported a foul odor coming from the car. Once on scene, investigators found the body of a female in the front trunk. According to the medical examiner, she was about 5'2", 71 pounds, with dark wavy hair and a distinctive tattoo on her right index finger. She was also wearing a tube top. Now, we do know who she is now, and she's 15 years old, according to the medical examiner's office. And according to TMZ, the singer has been cooperating with authorities. No cause of death has.
So he's cooperating with the authorities. Apparently, his story is the car was stolen. I mean, are we buying this? Are we buying that the car was stolen and then someone killed her? Like, come on. Not buying it. Not buying it. And I'm sure once they start investigating, they're going to find his cell phone data and her cell phone data pinging off of the same cell phone tower. And they're going to triangulate their locations. And they're going to be in the same location where she, most likely last was seen. I'm not buying his excuse. To me, this is, a lot of times these record labels, they will convince you to do things for press. I'm not saying this is a publicity stunt, but I mean, it could have been his own version of the Illuminati sacrifice.
Been given at this point. Now, back here live, we have reached out to the LAPD this morning, and they did not have any new updates on this for David, but have not heard back. The singer is scheduled to perform here in LA on Saturday.
Yeah, so pretty horrible stuff. We're trying to figure out more about what happened and how it happened. So we're all learning this information. And we're going to, yes, and we are going to get to the bottom of what really happened to Miss Celeste Rivas.
Know the name and new details about the teenage girl who was found dead inside a Tesla owned by singer David. You may remember her body was discovered at a tow yard here in LA. The LA County medical examiner identified the girl as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who was reported missing last year. NBC4's Alex Rosier joins us live from Lake Elsinore, where Celeste was last seen. Alex.
The family lives us all grieving. She said that they knew that she figured out how she ended up dead in his Tesla. Today's shock was found dead.
It's just really unfortunate to hear the news. I didn't find out till today.
This morning, the LA County medical examiner identified 15-year-old Celeste Rivas as the person who was found dead at a Hollywood tow yard in early September in the trunk of singer David's Tesla. The medical examiner is still trying to determine the cause of her death.
She was very lively, and, at the time I wouldn't expect anything to happen to her like that.
Family first reported Rivas missing in the Lake Elsinore area in April of last year. She said she was desperate for her daughter who had gone missing. After learning news of Celeste's death, he was aware that his sister knew the singer David. Matthew Rivas said when she went missing, she was on her way to see a movie with him, but never
She was on her way to see a movie with him and never returned. Last seen with him. It's not looking good for old David here.
He went on to say, quote, she would leave with him and he would drop her off in that same vehicle that was supposedly abandoned. David is currently on tour, and his show tonight in Seattle has been canceled. After the teen was found dead in the Tesla, his spokesperson told NBC4 Investigates, quote, David has been informed about what's happened, and although he is still out on tour,
UMG Records, Interscope Records have a vested interest in seeing that this guy walks. They love getting these artists, and I'm not saying the record label actually got him into this situation, but they love having these artists who are in legal battles, that they've already taken life insurance or disaster insurance out on, and they put money behind their defense. And if they can beat the case, they're expecting his music to blow up crazy. But if they can't beat the case, then they just cut their losses, file a claim with the insurance company, and then they get what they got coming to them.
As of now, the LAPD is not saying any crime has been committed. In a statement tonight, the LAPD does not have a crime classification from the coroner as to the mode or manner of death. Thus, we do not have any suspect information at this time. In Lake Elsinore, people are grieving because they have now learned Celeste is dead.
It's different when it's on your street, especially, but any girl, anyone missing and found dead is just awful.
And we did reach out to David's publicist and attorney for reaction today and for more details on how the 20-year-old singer knew 15-year-old Celeste, but we did not hear back. Again, this investigation is ongoing. So far, no arrests have been made. We're live in Lake Elsinore. I'm Alex Rosier, NBC4 News.
Wow. So we got some more information. Neighbors, eyewitnesses speaking up. Let's see what they're talking about. Hold up. Let me make sure it shares first. Hey, while we at it, like the video, share the video. To you guys, like I am at the Black Gen Z Mindset, aka BGZM News 17. So make sure you guys go ahead and show some love to the channel.
gonna really. Oh, this is upsetting.
Resident covered in the front trunk. It was the same smell these residents and their dogs have been smelling for more than a week now.
He took a very big interest in sniffing all of it. I'm just remembering something. I mean, this is going to sound horrible. So we would walk by the hedges, and I'm like, the hedges always smell like something decomposing. And there's a lot of rats around in here, but there was always a smell. There was always a smell.
This man, who lives about 50 yards from where the car was parked, didn't smell anything, but says he did notice something seemed off.
The only thing odd was out of a state license plate, and it was banged up and kept moving from one place to other place within a couple of blocks from here.
The car, which has Texas plates, is registered to the singer David, who is from Texas. David, whose full name is David Anthony Burke, has 33 million monthly listeners on Spotify and 3.6 million followers on TikTok. He's currently in the midst of a world tour, performing tonight in Minneapolis. So far, there's been no comment from the singer, but incidentally, a second body was found in another impounded car today, this time in a burned out vehicle in South LA. This one is not believed to be connected to the Tesla. Police in the coroner's office are now working to determine who the victims are in both cases. In the WeHo case, Eyewitness News has learned the woman was small in stature, weighing less than 100 pounds, and had a tattoo on her right index finger reading SHHH.
Puzzled, very surprised that hopefully they could find out what happened.
Wow. So we got witnesses who were walking past the tow yard and they smelled the odor, reported it to the police. We've got some more information on this guy, David, as well, coming from online investigators just posting his lyrics. Let's see. This is another third verse mentioning the girl. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. Oh, Celeste. Afraid you'll only love me when undressed. But you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed. But I digress because... And, yeah, they got screenshots. Let me see what this is before I show it. Let's see. So they got images of them together. Oh, yeah. They definitely were together. Her face is not shown. But as you can see, this is somebody who I guess he's followed by David because they're friends with Celeste. I guess this is one of the people who blackmailed them. Says accurate. And then somebody read this. Somebody says cutest foo. I'd F him. And he says, bro, that's my friend. FAF contest continues. Don't really know what that means. So as you can see, these are images of him with the girl. You can see her hand here. This is... Let's see. He's all up in the comments of this. This might be from her joint. I'm not really sure. Love my boyfriend. Okay, this is a story from her. Love, love, love my boyfriend. IYEC. I don't know what that means. Me and Bay Gub IYEC. What does that mean? IYEC. Meaning text. Yeah, people be having all types of abbreviations. I don't know what that means. Hey dudes, you should do my, not gonna lie, just in case you can't read. You got David tattooed on the finger. Somebody said, I'm taking your man's. She says, nuh-uh. It says, David Anthony Burke is my Pookie. Thoughts? All right. So, I mean, it's obvious that they were a thing. So they're saying that they've been talking since she was 11 or 12. Let's see. Apparently there's a leaked song where he mentions Celeste twice. Not really going to play that because of copyright issues. But just to show you guys, like, kind of weirdo guy that he was. I mean, he's like part of the fingernail painting, face piercing, like metrosexual type Negroes. He was definitely trying to follow the Lil Uzi Vert route. Very homoerotic, I would say. Let's see. So he definitely was FaceTiming her. They've got screenshots. Screenshots of the FaceTime. Celeste and David, don't let me sleep. 3:51 a.m. them together. Let's see. So it is not looking good for this guy, man. Police are hunting for videos that could identify the driver of David's Tesla in the area where the car was abandoned. This just came from TMZ as well. So let's see what they're saying on it. It definitely gives me lag problems, so we got to be a little patient to pull this up because they got a whole bunch of pop-ups and all this kind of stuff, and it lags my computer out a little bit. But here we go. Cops hunting for video showing abandoned car. David's Tesla was abandoned on a street in the Hollywood Hills before it was towed and impounded with a dead body inside. And cops are scouring the area where the car was parked and looking for a video that would identify the driver and maybe crack the case. Multiple people who live on the block where the singer's Tesla was abandoned tell TMZ LAPD swept the area and are talking with every neighbor they can track down to see if there's a Ring camera or surveillance video showing David's car. And, you know, I don't know if he'd be so stupid to park the car himself, but what I'm assuming is he may have had somebody steal the car from him after he killed the girl and dumped her body in the trunk after dismembering her. And, you know, in my opinion, I think he did the dirty work. Otherwise, he wouldn't have left the girl in the trunk of his car. And then he had potentially had somebody else park the car. He did it himself like a dumbass. We're told cops are not only asking residents for videos showing the main street where the car was towed from, they're also searching for videos showing nearby alleyways, suggesting cops believe the Tesla may have been driven through an alley before being abandoned to avoid detection. We know cops got video of the alleyway from at least one neighbor, but the Tesla was not in the footage. We're told the neighbor who called to have the car towed earlier this month has since talked to police and turned over footage, but we do not know if the video revealed the driver's identity. And they towed this car with this girl's body in it, took it to a junkyard or an impound or whatever. One complicating factor here, several homes in the area are party houses and short-term rentals, and cops need to get in touch with the owners. Cops were called to a Hollywood tow yard last week after getting reports of a foul odor coming from the Tesla, and they found a chopped up and decomposing body inside. We broke the story. The body was identified Wednesday as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. Her mom told us she went missing last year and had a boyfriend named David. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner said the body was severely decomposed and appeared to have been in the car for an extended period of time before being found. Celeste and David have matching tattoos on their right index finger. The inks read, "Shh." TMZ spoke with Celeste's mom last week, and she told us about her daughter's tattoo, adding that it was in red ink. The mom said Celeste had been missing for more than a year, and she was suspicious of the Tesla discovery because she said Celeste's boyfriend's name was David. We contacted LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division and forwarded the contact information for Celeste's mom. Cops have not named David as a suspect at this time, but obviously this story's blowing up, and they're trying to get evidence before they name him as a suspect, although he is saying that he's cooperating with police at this time. So that is pretty nuts right here.
Yes, discovered inside a vehicle at another tow yard, this one in South LA. Authorities have identified that car as a 27 Honda registered to a Soledad Lopez. Fox 11's Ed Lascas. He joins us live with what we know about this discovery.
So there's another body found in another trunk here. We're gonna skip past this one. I thought this was about the David situation. Let's see. All right. They said talk to the chat. I mean, you gotta put a super chat in to get your chats read. But I see your chats, but you gotta put in a super chat to get your chats actually read on the channel.
Breaking news and new details falling into place about a disturbing mystery in Hollywood with ties to a popular singer.
The medical examiner has identified the teenage girl who was found dead in the trunk of a Tesla at a tow yard. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay is live in Hollywood with this morning's developments. Sophie.
Philip, that Tesla was originally abandoned here in the Hollywood Hills at Doheny and Bluebird, and inside human remains were found. That has now been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the LA County Medical Examiner. And now Riverside County sheriffs are investigating if there's any connection to the human remains found inside of that Tesla and a young woman from Lake Elsinore who's been missing since 2024. They have the same name, but that has not yet been confirmed. But we have been reporting that that Tesla belongs to 20-year-old singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. This all started when the abandoned car was taken to a tow yard in Hollywood, and the employees there said a foul smell was coming from the car. Police discovered decomposing human remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belongs to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned that she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." The singer, who has 33 million listeners on Spotify, has not made any public comments about the case, but he is on a world tour and has continued performing throughout this investigation. He's known for his songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me. And now back out here live.
Yeah, I just don't know how he can continue to sing this song, Romantic Homicide, after committing what he most likely classified as a romantic homicide. This dude was real fruity looking, honestly. But yeah, this man, and then he used a girl who looked just like the girl that he killed in the music video. It's not looking good. It is not looking good at all.
The singer
is scheduled to perform tonight and perform here in Los Angeles on Saturday. We are still working live in Hollywood. Sophie Flay, ABC 7.
So you got
Eyewitness
people
News.
bringing up some of his marketing. Wow, you got people bringing up some of his marketing. One of the images that I use in the thumbnail pretty much show you what type of guy he was. This one right here. He's got like the handprint custom bloody t-shirts he's selling. Very wicked shit here, considering, you know, the turn of events and how he killed this young lady, selling them for $35. Birthday listed as September 7th. He uploaded Romantic Homicide on YouTube, and this Romantic Homicide song has a bit pushed by the record labels and, you know, have control about them. I got a notification as you were talking about wanting to be with your mom, take me where I belong, but are allowed to be. We got to push through it, bro. So, you know, very manipulative stuff. TMZ did leak this image of him linking up to pay a bribe, it appears, to her friends who knew about this relationship. So here is the image. If it'll load, geez. All right. So yeah, you can kind of see it. It's a little grainy here, but here's the image. Brown bag full of cash. And that's what they're claiming was the time that he paid the friends off. Let's see. Raising and apparently, let's see. They got Discord messages revealing David was dating Celeste when she was 12 and he was 17. Yeah, that's very weird. I don't know. Law on that. If that was, and if their relationship would fall under Romeo and Juliet, I mean, it's pretty weird. 10-year-old. All right. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Let's see. Can y'all hear me? I know. Can y'all hear me? Okay, so I don't know why the yeah, this shit pissed me off. This shit pissed me off. Yeah, man. Support the channel. Hit the Super Trap. Hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal. I definitely need a new hard drive. And I need like 5 terabytes or something big. So it's going to be a little costly, but anything you guys can contribute will help. Once I swap this hard drive out and then upgrade the RAM on this computer, boy, it's gonna go crazy. I'm telling you, the processing speed is just that I maxed out this hard drive on videos that I make for you guys, and these videos take up a lot of space to download and upload. And I don't want to delete my archives. Because you know, that's history, and I want you guys to be able to go back on any forum, some forum, to check out those older videos, because there's a lot of jewels in there, a lot of gems. But like I was saying, yeah, so it is not legal for a 17-year-old to have a sexual relationship with a 12-year-old in California. In California, the legal age of consent is 18, and the state does not have a Romeo and Juliet law that makes an exception for minors in close in age relationship. So there you have it. It is very illegal what he was doing here, dating the 12-year-old. And yeah, he's pretty much cooked. He's pretty much cooked. And people are going crazy. People are going crazy. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just try and get some more information. Yeah, so you got, let's see. Just trying to get more information on this. Yeah, this dude, he's cooked, man. He is so fried. He is so fried, man. I mean, it's absolutely insane what's going on in 2025. The way that the value of life has just diminished, and he was willing to kill to keep his little secret a secret.
And now some breaking news on a major story that we've been following. We have just learned the identity of a teen found dead inside of the trunk of a Tesla registered to the singer David. Investigators now say that the victim, Celeste Rivas, reported as a runaway last year, had not been seen since. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay live now in the Hollywood Hills, where the car was abandoned. Sophie.
Mark, a devastating discovery. And that singer David has been performing on tour throughout this investigation. Law enforcement told us previously that he was cooperating. And in fact, David was supposed to perform tonight in Seattle, but it appears that that show has since been canceled. The human remains found inside this impounded Tesla in Hollywood have been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the LA County Medical Examiner, the same young woman from Lake Elsinore who was reported missing last year. Eyewitness News has learned she ran away from home a few times and returned. She last ran away in the spring of 2024 and had not been heard from since. People who work and live in the Hollywood Hills where the Tesla was abandoned are in disbelief. They identified the woman this morning. She's a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, didn't know that. First time hearing about it.
That Tesla is registered to 20-year-old singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. This all started when the abandoned car was taken to a tow yard in Hollywood. The employees there said a foul smell was coming from the car. Police discovered decomposed. Witness News has learned she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal. That's.
I really hope the person gets caught. Family and the victim's family. I don't know. I hope there's some justice after all of this.
The singer has not made any public comment about the case, but he is on world tour and has continued performing throughout this investigation. here with me. Now, David is supposed to perform at the Greek Theater on Saturday. I called the Greek. They tell me as of right now, that show is still scheduled. Live in the Hollywood Hills, Sophie Flay, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Sophie, thank you.
So there you have it. But I believe that show did end up getting canceled ultimately, and he's being dropped by sponsors. It's all coming out. And there is another image surfacing of David with Celeste in 2023 at 1:09 a.m. So as you can see, they say, "Hey, who's this girl?" David says, "You are a Fed." So he's like, "Why are you asking about this girl? He says you're a Fed, but like, why are you taking pictures with an underage girl, bro?" It's wild, man. It's wild. So there is a thread of all information. So let's go through this. We got David's affiliation with a girl named Celeste. You know, obviously assuming that we know nothing about the case. I'm just going through this thread. All right. So we got the missing persons report. Celeste and David don't let me sleep. As you can see, very much the same girl. This half split image right here very much shows that it was this girl. Again, Celeste is the girl he shows in his stream. Yay Woohoo 7 is the girl who spoiled him. So I assume My House Is Not My Home is probably about Celeste. And they're saying, you know, people in the chat are saying, I think Celeste was one of his girlfriends. This is a Discord chat, it appears. Let's see. And then it's, is that not her? It's from a Discord chat. Let's see. Is that not her? That's his ex before Yay. That's his ex. What? Am I slow? Celeste is the girl he showed in his stream. Okay. Just a recap of what we just saw, full context. They seemingly been together since 2022 or longer and seems to have broken up at some point. So I don't know. I know he never had a girlfriend, but who knows? He might have had a sneak. He has a girlfriend. Pretty sure he's dating right now. What? Yeah, her name is Celeste. Why are you adding me? Jokes. Baha. I'm finna tell Celeste. Getting paid with love. Please know how you become a mod. That's what I thought. This is a Discord server. Somebody said this guy's a weirdo. A close friend's little sister from the IE ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was pimping her out. She was in 7th grade at the time. LAPD swept his place in the hills. I'm terrified that's who is in the car. Nobody has heard from her in months. I won't release names as she's still a minor, but she was from Lake Elsinore. We read that one. Isn't it speculation? It literally happened. I don't really care if you heard nice things about him. That has no impact on my personal negative experience. Well, the victim is a female with the black hair and tattoo, meaning anything to you. Somebody says, I'm really not trying to release any identifying information because absolutely he sounds like her. And my heart is broken. I don't want to mess anything up regarding the investigation. I'll be reaching out to LAPD today. Somebody says, I strongly doubt this is true. He has a very public social media presence, and there's no one underage in his road crew. I have only heard good things about David from tour and venue staff. Don't post stuff like this with all this speculation going around. You're going to feed witch hunts like that. It isn't speculation. It literally happened. Okay, this is what we just read. So, yeah, they just kind of have a thread on Discord, people kind of chatting about this. The internet already knew before the police did, apparently. Here are some DMs between someone and apparently Celeste. Not sure how legit these are, allegedly. So I'm not. They're saying they're not sure about how legit these are. I'm not going to show them. Here's another image of David and what appears to be Celeste, December 12th, 2023 at 9:28 p.m. So as you can see here, image of David and Celeste. All right. So yeah, it doesn't look good for this guy. Let's see. So yeah, we read some of those music lyrics. Let's see. Yeah, so that pretty much sounds like what the internet has put together. So this story is still developing. Obviously, charged him yet, but I'm sure that they're going to eventually charge him and bring forth charges because this story is not going away.
Major developments in the case of a decomposing body found in the trunk of a Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard. The car is registered to a popular singer who's currently on tour. Fox 11's Rachel Aragon has the latest on the investigation.
We've seen it all, heard it all. This one really is different.
24 hours after a gruesome discovery at Hollywood Tow, Hollywood residents in disbelief after what investigators uncovered.
We pass this building all the time. It's not something we would ever think would happen in our backyard.
A decomposed body found inside a Tesla that was towed to this Hollywood impound lot. According to reports, workers noticed a strong smell coming from that Tesla.
Just got to be aware and don't trust people you don't know.
Some people getting vehicles out of the lot Tuesday were not as shocked to hear about the discovery, or that David Anthony Berg, also known as the artist David, was linked to the vehicle. According to TMZ, the car is registered to the singer in Hempstead, Texas.
And it's unfortunate that happened. But I mean, I feel like stuff happens like that all the time in LA.
David has not publicly commented on the discovery, but according to this social media post on his Instagram, he's been on tour since August 5th and scheduled to return to LA next week.
It's disturbing on all kinds of levels.
Investigators believe the body was stashed in the trunk about 5 days before it was towed to the impound lot, but authorities have not revealed the exact location where the car was picked up.
Was Rachel Aragon reporting. Rachel did reach out to the medical examiner today. The identity of the victim and the cause of death has not yet been released. That is a wild one. Adam Kruger.
Well, we've got a much different feel out there today. We see on the 24-hour temperature change map, basically comparing right now to this time yesterday, it's around 5 degrees cooler in many locations as we moved into our cooler pattern now. That's going to last for another couple of days. Here's a look at the numbers right now. Basically just a lot of 70s and 80s on the map. Pretty comfortable. The next few days will be very similar. We also, however, have that stronger onshore wind, which is part of the reason why we're cooling down, but it's also prompted a wind advisory. We've been watching it in effect through the day today in these tan areas right here. It expires in some spots at 9 o'clock tonight, in some other spots at 1 a.m. tonight. So through this evening, we'll watch for sure. All right, now let's look ahead into tomorrow because we will find clouds around in the morning. Pretty far inland as well. This cloud cover will make it into the valleys, into the Inland Empire. There's also potential for some patchy fog and drizzle in the upper 70s. It'll be a little bit cooler than what we saw today. And again, watching for some of that patchy drizzle, areas in green on the model here showing where some of that could occur. Maybe we get like a trip.
All right, so let's see more news coverage on this. All right.
And now some breaking news, a story that we've been following. We have just learned the identity of a teen found dead inside of the trunk of a Tesla registered to the singer David. Investigators now say that the victim, Celeste Rivas, reported as a runaway last year, had not been seen since. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay live now in the Hollywood Hills where the car was abandoned. Sophie.
Mark, a devastating discovery. And that singer David has been performing on tour throughout this investigation. Law enforcement told us previously that he was cooperating. And in fact, David was supposed to perform tonight in Seattle, but it appears that that show has since been canceled. The human remains found inside this impounded Tesla in Hollywood have been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the LA County Medical Examiner, the same young woman from Lake Elsinore who was reported missing last year. Eyewitness News has learned she ran away from home a few times and returned. She last ran away in the spring of 2024 and had not been heard from since. People who work and live in the Hollywood Hills where the Tesla was abandoned are in disbelief. They identified the woman this morning. She's a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, didn't know that. First time hearing about it.
That Tesla is registered to 20-year-old singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. This all started when the abandoned car was taken to a tow yard in Hollywood. The employees there said a foul smell was coming from the car. Police discovered decomposing human remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belonged to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
I really hope the person gets caught. Feel really bad for, I guess, their family and the victim's family. I don't know, I hope there's some justice after all of this.
The singer has not made any public comments about the case, but he is on a world tour and has continued performing throughout this investigation. He's known for his songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me. Now, David is supposed to perform at the Greek Theater on Saturday. I called the Greek. They tell me as of right now, that show is still scheduled. Live in the Hollywood Hills, Sophie Flay, ABC 7.
All right. So, I mean, that's pretty much all we got so far on this story. The cops are looking for video evidence to tie somebody to. So let's see. He's got dropped from major brands. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. We have a premiere that actually is going on right now. We have a premiere that's actually going on right now. And after I finish, guys, make sure you go to the video on my channel. Okay, it's still premiering. Tia Moya Moore, who was deleted by her 16-year-old daughter. This story is pretty crazy. It's another kind of TikTok internet story of murder, familial murder, domestic, whatever you want to call it. So we got that story going on there. So yeah, I appreciate everybody for joining the stream. If you're watching on another platform like Kick, Twitch, or another YouTube channel or X, make sure you go to my main channel, blackgenzmindset, so that you can follow all of my posts. I post every day, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, just check out the channel. We're going to continue to stay on this David story for any updates. But in the meantime, guys, I want you to go check out the premiere that's premiering right now. And after this video, make sure you like and comment immediately once the video ends to help the algorithm. But y'all already know what it is, man. It's the Black Gen Z Mindset, a.k.a. BGZM News 17, a.k.a. Janquavious Jackson. And we are going to send it off to Janquavious Jackson to take us away. Guys, I appreciate everybody for joining this stream. Stay seen, Super Gremlins.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Quavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting
just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Quavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo! Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit on.
That's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Quavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Quavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Gang violence and other kind of